Hey, well, happy Friday, guys. It's good to be back from vacation. I'm going to promise you one thing, Trenton. It was 0 degrees when I left, and when I hit sunny Arizona, it was 72, baby. The day I left, which was just yesterday, 85 degrees. I know that's your favorite.
No. What was it when you got? What was it when you got back?
It was 85 degrees in Arizona. The day I got back, here it was 40, which is a way.
Dude, that's
I'll
actually
take
not
it.
bad.
I'll take it. It's way better than 0, but it was super nice to be away. My brother Kent and his wife Carrie was also able to come down. It's the first time they ever went with us, and
That's
him and
nice.
I played a little golf. I smoked in my school a little bit, but
I don't think
the
you
one
did.
course we played with Eric, all right? Eric took us to a course, I think it was called Silverado, if I'm not mistaken. It was a pretty nice
Like
public
the Chevys?
course. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a pretty nice public course down there, and Kent shot a 73, a 1 over par.
are you kidding, dude?
Yeah, and I was extremely happy. I haven't swung club in a long time. I was very happy. I walked off there with a 90, and I was like, yeah.
I'd be happy with anything less than 110.
All
Well,
right.
while you were gone,
So much for all that.
While you were gone, I got a package delivered, which isn't
Yes, you did.
uncommon. Michelle likes to order a ton of stuff
Yes.
from Temu and Amazon, but this one was addressed to me, and I didn't order anything. So I looked at the label; it said Tennessee on it. I was like, I have no idea what this is. We got this box delivered, and it just so happens that it was the Jack Daniel's 14.
Amazing.
So thank you to Jack for sending this out. The box is
No doubt.
like
The box is sturdy.
unreal. I think this is made
Beautiful.
from like barrel staves because it's charred on the inside.
No doubt. Yeah.
As you can maybe see.
Did a fantastic job with this. Can you tip this up just a little bit? For
Last
folks
time
to
I
see?
did, it flew out. So we
if
got
you can see
batch
just a little
10,
bit.
or no,
Yeah.
the 10-year, the 12-year,
Yeah.
and then the big old Kahuna, the 14-year. Now
Yeah.
we're just doing the 14 today.
Yeah, that's
But
what a media sample that was sent out
Dude, that's
sent
unreal.
out by Jack Daniels. Good
Thank you.
gravy. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Before we get too far with that,
it
Trenton.
was Hillary.
Hillary?
At
All
Jack
right.
Daniels. Thank you.
Hillary, thank you so much. That's
I'll open this.
Very, very kind and gracious of you all to send us that. Thank you. While Trenton's open that, I'm going to give you a quick reminder about our live stream tonight. Right, Trenton? Is it okay when I tell him what our subject matter is going to be?
Sure.
Trenton kind of rolled this around in his head a little bit because, it's kind of out there a touch, but, that's the way I am. I like all kinds of whiskeys. I that's my problem.
Do I know what this is?
We've talked about it. You may
Okay.
have forgot by the time I went on vacation, came back, and everything else, but thank you. Tonight, Kent and I are going to be sampling cigar batch whiskeys. We're going to find out
I did know
what's
that.
the best cigar batch whiskey we have in the SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. Now, I don't have a lot of them, but I've got some pretty good ones.
I'm excited.
Now, they aren't all going to be bourbon. That's why I labeled it. That's why I said cigar batch whiskeys. I'm just going to put them all up there.
Sweet. How many are there?
I don't know. I'll bet you there's 6 or 7.
Well, also keep in mind at 1,500 viewers, Kurt is going to hit the gritty. He probably forgot about
I
that.
did, and you know what? Your mom watched it, and no, that's not correct. She was on vacation too. Kyle texted me, and he says, you better practice the gritty because everybody's talking about it in the comments.
Yeah.
And I'm on vacation. I didn't really apologize, but I didn't really a whole lot of comments while I was gone.
Get ready.
But I should have just watched my mouth, I think, a little bit there.
Yeah.
Brixton's going to have to teach me up some. He's going
Yeah.
to have to...
You're going to have to look it up. It's going to be fun. 1,500 viewers. Don't miss it tonight at 8 p.m.
Brixton does it all over the place around here.
Yes,
I make
he
fun
does.
of him, and I try to act like I'm doing it, but I know I'm not. But
You'll get there. You'll get there.
so don't miss it tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time. All right.
Well, as per usual, I don't know anything about this apart from the fact that it's a 14-year.
Yeah.
And I'll say when they sent this, I did open the box because I didn't know what it was at first. There was this little envelope in there, and it said the highest and lowest temperatures of each year of every year that this was in the barrel, which I thought was kind of cool.
Wow.
So this was put in, what is it, 20? What's the year? 2025?
25.
So I was I was a freshman in high school, not college, high school.
He was a snot
when
nosed teenager.
this came out. So
Yeah.
that's
was
pretty
barreled.
neat. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. So alls I read up on it, when you sent me the video of this, he actually sent me a video of him opening the box and everything. I was like, what? Because I was in Arizona. The only thing I saw is it's the oldest whiskey released by Jack Daniels in over 100 years.
I'd like to try some of the 14-year-old stuff that they released
Yeah.
100 years ago.
Ooh,
That'd be kind of wild.
Could you just imagine?
I'll say this: Jack Daniel's is probably one of the special releases that come out. I look forward to the most. Like the Coy Hills, I feel like are a little bit. I'm kind of over the Coy Hills.
However, there's some people that are just way up.
And they love them.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that absolutely love those.
I think there's 3 now, but this year they're coming out with 2, I believe, a heritage barrel and some kind of hill.
Okay.
I want to say Tabor Hill, but that's a wine.
Hey,
It's cool that they're all very efficiently priced, which I like too.
absolutely. I was just going to say that over the last few years, Jack Daniel's has made a statement with their. I'm getting there with their limited releases. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because they're all fairly competitively priced. I heard this is going to be about $150. Does that sound about right to you?
$149, I believe.
To me, well, we'll taste it here in a minute, but for a 14-year whiskey,
Not bad.
I think that's fairly priced.
And at 126.3 proof, this is batch 1, so they might be coming out with this. There might be a batch 2.
I have no
idea.
think, if I'm not mistaken, Trenton, I think we're on batch 4 for the 10-year and batch 3 for the 12-year, if I'm not mistaken.
This is batch 3 of the 12, and I think it's batch 4 of the 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah, let's hope. Let's see what we got here. We're monkeying around, and everybody wants to know what's going on. I'm in vacation mode. I'm going to snap out of it here real soon. Yeah, it's all right. And this is like plum wine, like a reduced, rich plum brandy or something.
It is
reduced in a pan, used as some form of a glaze.
Dude, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, this smells like Russell's 15, but a little better.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I see what you're saying.
It had a little bit more like rich, like that plummy or like grapiness or something.
Yeah, grapey. Sure, I'll go with all that stuff. A real rich Concord reduced grape, plum. The oak in here is just gorgeous, rich. Sometimes we talk, there are some whiskeys, unfortunately, bourbons, whatever, that the oak is prevalent, but raw.
Yeah, especially at a little bit of higher age.
Yeah. But this one, this just is like oak you can chew gently.
This smells like a chewy whiskey.
I'm trying to intelligently convey.
This would be really good in like a whiskey sour, I think.
You stop yourself. He would do it too.
I might.
It's just beautiful. It really is, guys. I mean, hopefully a good number of you have been able to taste the 10 and 12 somewhere. This is just that much and more of the same. Am I right?
Yeah, I can't.
It's just that much and more of the same.
I can't wait any longer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. We're good.
Are you kidding? Ooh, that's juicy.
Woo! Wow. Wow. I'm stumbling and bumbling.
I gotta taste it. I can't. I gotta taste it again.
I mean, words want to come out of my mouth to the fact, and I always try to hold myself back because, sometimes in the moment, with anything, you say things you might not be exactly the truth. You regret a little bit, but in my mind, the first thing I think of, that might be the best whiskey I've ever tasted. I mean, and that's the first thing I thought of. Of course, that has to be logically thought out, but that's the first thing I thought of.
Dude, the oak in this is so nice.
Oh,
it is just like it's almost like there's this like vapor also that's going around in your mouth. That's like it's like making it like I can't even describe it, like lighter or something. But it's kind of winey. Like the grapey wininess to it is really nice.
That's where I'm getting at. To me, it's that plum thing. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go back to that again. But it's like a reduced, beautiful plum brandy or plum wine. I don't even know if there is such a thing as a plum wine, but I think there is. It's just in the 10 and 12. my memory's correct, I get more of this note like in the fig and raisin family. But with that couple extra years, for me, it just really kind of in that just gorgeous, rich, seductive. I'm saying that plum note is just with that rich oak supporting it, that beautiful dark.
I'm scared to leave this alone with you.
There's definitely, yeah, you might. There's definitely some really nice dark notes in this too. This is a dark, rich whiskey. Some beautiful molasses notes in here.
I get a really nice like caramelized wood. Mm-hmm. And there's like a nice sweet like molasses, a little bit of like a lighter, maybe like a caramel or something, and then it's oak. Like this is an oaky.
It is.
Pour.
It is.
But in like the best possible way.
100%. That oak. All right. Now here I go again. I know I get myself in trouble with this stuff, but that oak is probably...
Don't call it seductive again.
It's sultry. How's that one? Sultry, seductive. That's
I'm scared to ask what that means.
You don't want to know. You're too young for that. But anyways, that oak is probably the richest, most beautiful oak note it is that I've had in an aged whiskey. Bourbon. Whiskey. However you want to say it. I'm not. Yeah, I did it.
Don't go down that path, man.
I'm not because that's... To me, I don't get into that argument. I don't want no part of that argument because it doesn't matter to me. To others it does. God bless you, but not to me. But that, as for a whiskey, an American whiskey. Okay, I'm trying to pinpoint it without calling it a bourbon because I don't want to. I'm not here to upset nobody.
A Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, whatever. You know, because you can also go with different malts and different things like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not including any of that, so I'm calling it an American whiskey. That is the richest oak note I've ever had. It's just so rich. It's wonderful.
I'm going to say this right now. I think, based on what I remember of Russell's 15, the oak, the level of oak maturity in this, like this is oaked to perfection, I think. Mm-hmm. I think this supersedes the Russell's 15, not by a ton, but I think they're both that good that this does take the cake above that. And I mean, just
yeah.
I'm kind of at a loss for words. It's that good. I'll say, there's not a ton of complexity in this. I think it's got some nice sweetness. It does have this like almost like fortified wininess to it, and this like molassesy, caramely, something like that, and oak. Mm-hmm. I think it's like it does the few notes that you get from it incredibly well.
Absolutely.
And it's not all over the place. It's a very refined, kind of an elegant experience.
Absolutely. That's why I called
a seductive experience,
That's
maybe.
Why I called it those things. 100%.
Wow. Yeah. That's 100%. Not a word I ever thought I would hear on this channel.
Extremely balanced for all the age here in the oak, and incredible job. Jack Daniels, incredible job. Honestly. I mean, we all thought it would be good.
I didn't think it'd be this good.
Come on.
I'll say that.
If anybody in their right mind would have truly thought, it probably is not going to be any good. I mean, seriously. We all thought it was probably going to be pretty good. But to me, this is the next level good.
I vaguely recall, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I thought I heard some rumors or something about their plans to do a 15 or a 16 year. And I'd be curious because I think this is like perfect as is. I feel like it might get too oaky if it goes higher.
I would be scared to death.
I would.
To do any more than what you got here.
Because this is almost... Yeah. This could very easily have been overdone.
Yeah. Yeah. So keep that in mind. For those of you that might be a little sensitive to oak, may not be your bag.
Yeah.
Because it's there. It's loud and dominant, but it's rich.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wow, man. I will say I thought it was going to be good. I was also kind of nervous.
Track it all.
Because the 10 and the 12 are both really good.
Yes.
And similar to when you have like a Remus 5 that's like just incredible. Yeah. And then you keep putting stuff out that's older. Right. Sometimes it can get to the point where it's just a little bit too much.
Right.
And I was honestly kind of scared that this was going to be that. But I'm very pleasantly surprised.
Hey, once again, thank you, Hillary.
Thank you.
For sending it our way. But for our family, our community, our SLB peeps out there, we will never vary our opinion per somebody giving us something.
No.
Never happened.
That's why not a lot of people send us stuff.
And that is true. We get probably, no, I'm not going to say that either. We get very little. Let's just put it that way. We do. We get very little sent to us because we're extremely honest. And I'll always say it until the day we started the channel, until the day we finish the channel. You are more important to me and to Trenton than any other distillery, distributor, whomever may be out there. You know, we have your back, and hopefully you know and realize we have your best interests at heart, and we will convey what we think. You may disagree, and that's the beautiful thing about whiskey.
It is.
And that's
it
okay.
Sure is.
Okay, guys. I had a great time. We interrupted our regularly scheduled program of blinds on Friday and everything else, but Trenton says that's what we're doing. He said, when I was out on vacation, he goes, this is what we're doing Friday.
If I wasn't working so much,
fine.
I would have probably flown down to Arizona to do a review as soon as I opened it. I was that excited about it.
So, next Friday, we'll probably be on some other crazy blind or game thing that we do. And it's just a fun day for us. But we wanted to get this out there as soon as possible to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Join us tonight to see Kirk at the Gritty.
Let's do it, man. I don't know about that. If you want to see the silliest thing you've ever seen in your life, I guess. But, you know, oh well. I've opened my mouth. I got to stick to it. All right, guys, as always, you ask is please drink responsibly. We'll see you next time right down here with Trent and me in the good old Basement Bourbon Bar. See you later.